You've ignored thirst before. You've pushed through exhaustion. In 1904, that instinct nearly killed Olympic athletes by design. You know, that moment when your body is begging you to stop, but someone tells you, you're fine, keep going. That feeling is universal. Therefore, what happened at the 1904 Olympic marathon matters to you, because this wasn't just a race, it was a live experiment on the human body, and the body was never meant to win. August 30th, 1904, St. Louis, temperatures climbed past 90 degrees Fahrenheit. 32 men lined up to run nearly 25 miles. Most weren't trained marathoners. Some had never run one at all. But the most dangerous decision had already been made. Race officials believed dehydration was healthy. They wanted to study fatigue. Therefore, runners were given just 2 water stops for the entire course. If you've ever worked out while dizzy or lightheaded, you already know what happens next. Within miles, the signs appeared. Dry mouths, blurred vision, legs that felt heavy but kept moving anyway. That's the trap. Exhaustion doesn't shut you down immediately, it lets you continue. Therefore, damage builds silently. Cars followed the runners, kicking up thick clouds of dust. Runners inhaled it, but the course wasn't finished hurting them. One runner didn't collapse from heat, he didn't hallucinate, but he was chased nearly a mile off course by wild dogs. Lin Townyain, a South African runner, had to sprint for his life, not for a medal, but from animals. He lost time, he lost position. Therefore, he lost any chance of winning, but he still finished 9th. In a race where poison was considered medical care. Being hunted was just another obstacle, but the race didn't stop. One man, William Garcia, collapsed so violently that dust tore his stomach lining. He coughed blood on the road and nearly died. Therefore, the marathon was already a medical disaster, even before the winner reached the final miles. At the front was Thomas Hicks. By mile 20, his skin was gray. His movements were mechanical. His body was done. But quitting wasn't an option. So his trainers fed him a strychnine, rat poison, mixed with brandy and raw egg. In small doses, it stimulates. In larger ones, it kills. Therefore, Hicks began hallucinating. He believed the finish line was still miles away. He couldn't lift his legs, but they held him upright and moved his legs for him. When he crossed the line, he collapsed, 8 pounds lighter and closer to death than victory. Another runner, Fred Lors, crossed earlier. The crowd cheered, but there was a problem. He had ridden 11 miles in a car. When confronted, he claimed it was a joke. Therefore, he was banned, but later reinstated and won the Boston Marathon the following year. Even cheating couldn't keep up with the chaos. Felix Carvajal arrived with no coach, no money, no plan. He hadn't eaten in 40 hours. During the race, he stopped to talk to spectators. He stole peaches from a car. He ate rotten apples. Therefore, he got stomach cramps so severe, he lay down and took a nap, but he still finished 4th. Only 14 of the 32 runners finished. The Olympic Committee considered abolishing the marathon entirely because the race revealed something uncomfortable. Pain isn't weakness. Thirst isn't failure. Fatigue isn't optional. They are warning systems, and in 1904, ignoring them turned the Olympics into a near-fatal experiment. The next time you push through exhaustion because someone tells you to, remember this race. Your body doesn't exaggerate, but authority can be wrong. And when your body finally stops negotiating, the damage is already done.